Welcome to Yeshiva Daf Shir sponsor of Nishmas Nam Yakashol Nabasitzchok. We're holding in Basra Daf Chov base. We're starting the Mudalef in the top of the page. So we're in the middle of a sugi over here that has to do with competition. When can people say, I don't want you to come and compete? And we saw some of the rules in yesterday's Daf that when you have, if people living in the same city, you can't say don't compete. I could do in my city. If I come from a different city, it's something else. The Gemara discuss what about two mevois. There's an interesting discussion regarding a Rav in the city. If a Rav because of the city does the Gitti and the Kiddushin, we just learned the Kiddush serving Tarbi Chachma, does that apply only to teaching children? Does that apply to Rabbanah's position as well? Big discussion in the place. Says the one the merchants, they go from city to city to sell their small stuff. Nobody can stop them. You can't say it's my place, it's my territory. As we're talking Israel, that you should be able to do that in order to have more jewelry for Bnei Israel. That's only if you want them to, they're going around. To make a shop, open shop. Not like the halacha regular people. Here you allow it. My topic when they're if you tell them they have to go around, they're not going to be able to learn. So the chacham, you want to let them learn, and that's why you give him, you allow him to do things which not necessarily are the things you allow everybody else.
We said yesterday, bias, not the city. You can't stop somebody from opening something in his house.
So we also learned if the location is in the city, even if he only gives the taxes of the city,
right,
that makes him the right to open a store over there. So the kuloi means the people that do baskets. They brought baskets to Bava. Also, so came the people of the city, said, sorry, you can't sell over here. We're selling it. Also, came the Avino. He said, okay, you're right. They came from outside of the city. They could sell to people outside of the city. You can't sell to people that live in the city. So that's only the day of the market. That you have people from all over. If it's not the day of the market, you can't do it. Because then you specifically sell to people who live in the city. When the also in the day of the market where people, everybody's coming there, you have the fair, you can sell the fair. You can't go out of the fair and sell it in the city. Says the Gemara, Hanau al Moroi. Moroi is the people that sell wool. Moichet Semer, as Rashi says. The Aisa Amr, they brought wool to the place of Fum. Also, when the came people in the city, come back below, says you can't sell it here, we're selling. Also, came there of Kano, Omarlu, he told them, Dinu, do me act I can stop them. So you can stop it, you're not supposed to do it. Omarlei, he said a shrine. So it's like if people owe us money. We still have a debt. We have your credit. People have credit to go to credit, so we need to sell over here to get it back. The credit that you have is what in other words, what you're going to do is, right? So we have to, you can continue selling until you get back your credit. But don't open your shop. This is your store because people owe you money. You're allowed to do a little bit more to pay back. The people should be able to pay their credit, and then you're out. Rav Dimin Ardo, I see Gurgiris Besfino. So he brought dry figs in a boat. So he you're going to come and give him shuk, which means nobody else will be able to sell, only him. You want to help with the Mechacha to be successful in business. So again, the story is Rish Galuso tells Rava, go check out him. So Rava says Rav Ada Ba'abo to go check Rav Dimi. Go check the contract. It's an expression, you go smell the wine. Nofak, Ozal, Ba'amine. Ask him a question. What do you ask him? Pil Shebolok Fifa Mitzris, a elephant who swallowed Fifa Mitzris, which means a basket made out of leaves. It's called Fifa Mitzris. And it came out from as feces, part of the feces, ma. Does it have a din of two more nuts? So Toys explains, we're talking about that it took what it swallowed. We swallowed that he swallowed the leaves, not the basket, but in its stomach the leaves turned to be a basket. So surely is that a clear knot? So the din was lo yav. Toys goes on to say this is a question the Gemara asked. We don't really have an answer. So why was it so problematic? They didn't have the answer because it's really a suffix the Gemara. So he should bring the discussion. He had nothing to say. Amalei Mar knew Rava. So Rav Dimi asks Rav Ado, are you Rava? He's Rava. Topach le besandle. So he hit him with his sandal. Amalei ben didi le Rava ikatuvu. Meaning Rava does a lot. Rava is much greater than me. Miwal korchacho ana rabcho. I'm your Rebbe. I'm greater than you because you don't know too much. For Rava, Rabba the Rabba. Rava is greater than me. So you're talking about Rava, you're very far from Rava, right? Says the word Noktu Le Shuka. They didn't give him, didn't allow him to do, they didn't make it something special for him to sell in the shuk. Pasi Greg today. So he lost his chayr. Also, Kamei Devirsi, he came for Devirsi. So here there's a fascinating ha'ara that Reuven Margolius points out. He does a cheshbon. We're talking here the Rava. There's a story. Rava is the one who sent the shliach, and the shliach says, "Rava is much greater than me. He's my Rebbe, and I'm your Rebbe." So, and he goes for Rav Yosef. He says, "Rav Yosef is still alive." So Reuven Margolius says a cheshbon that when Rav Yosef was alive, Rava was 13 years old. He says the Pele also. Rava is 13, and he's the Rav Rebbe that Rav Ada says he's much greater than me. Pele. So the says, go check out. Look what they did. They didn't give me any cover. They didn't treat me well. The one who did not hold off for the tsar that the king of Edom got. He will not hold off for the tsar that you got. What do you see, Melech Edom? There's 3 things the Moav did. I still didn't perish for him. But the 4th one, that I'm not gonna hold off anymore. I'm gonna punish him. What is the 4th one? They took the bones of Melech Edom and they mevazed. They used it for plaster, for lime. So it was they mevazed. They disgraced Melech Edom. That's too much. And that actually will be punished. So he says, whoever punished for Melech Edom will punish for you as well. Shara the Mephosh asks why Melech Edom specifically. Okay, the Marshal speaks about it in others. Nach nafshi de'avado barabo. So Ravada barabo was nifter. Reisu Omar, Ana Nishte, it was me. De'ano latiyose. I gave him a klala. It was Mekalin. I said that anybody who's not Meshed the Tsar of Melech Edom will not Meshed the Tsar of who was it again? Of Rav Dimi. So the word Rav Dimi Minardo Omar Ana Nishte. I'm the one who caused him to die. They have cigarettes today because he caused me to lose the gorgeous. So it really is my fault. By Omar Ana Nishte. I'm the one who punished him, not because of the story, because of something else. The Omar Lula Rabbanon. He told Rabbanon. Rav Dimi told Rav Ada. Sorry, told Rabbanon. While you're eating bones and by listening to Shir Abaye, come eat a fat meat by Rov. No, it's Abaye is not such a great shear. Go to Rov is a better shear. That was a kapeda, and therefore he caused him to die. I punished him. When he would go take meat from the butcher, you'd say, I come before the Shamash of Rov. I'm greater than him. So for that chutzpah, he was punished. I'm the one who caused him to die. He was the Rishkala, meaning giving the shear to the tzibur. And Shabbos, Rashi says, every time before he went to give this big shear, so Rav Bava would chazel within the shear, and then he would give the shear. That day, Papa and Yeshua, they made Ravada. They asked him why they were there, because they weren't there at the siyuma. What is a siyuma? Rashi says, they don't have a siyuma, but they weren't a part of that. They didn't approve of Rav Nachman being the Reish Kala. The Yeshayim, which means that when Rava was darshan, he darshan, he gave a siyum. Which siyum, Rashi said the last peg of the Maseches B'chayros. They weren't in the siyum, so they missed the siyum. So Omulei, Eimalon, Ani Shmait said the Maisa Be'im, Oicha Min Rava. I want to hear what Rava said on Maisa Be'im, please. We weren't there, we missed out. Omulu Achim Rava, Achim Rava. So he chazed the shir for them. Hadach Enog Lamnach Be'itzchok. So now Be'itzchok is waiting for his chavrusa to come learn the shir. And he's not coming. The last year about the Bava, that's what the parenthesis says. So anyway, Omulu Lamnach Be'itzchok, Kum de Nagalon. Lama Yosimai, come give a shir, it's getting late. Amalu, Yesivno becoming not door le Arusei Davada Bava. I'm waiting for the bed of Bava. Adeochi, no, if the caller came a voice, Tanach Navshe Davada Bava, the Bava died because Rav Nachman was waiting for him. For Chavus, he didn't come. When he stopped with the Nachman Yitzchak, it makes sense he was the one who punished him. Now, why all of them are saying, I'm the one who punished him, I want to punish him? So Taisa says, look at Loshe Taisis, Ananishtei, everybody was worried that I caused him to die. Anybody who causes his friends to get punished, doesn't go in the They were very scared that maybe we caused them to get punished. So the Mishnah, someone whose wall is next to the wall of his friend. Should not put another wall. Says to Arba away. So the Gemara's going to ask, what do you mean? You just said there was already a wall. You had a wall, don't do another wall. What does it mean? The chaloin is if it's higher than the window or below the window, I mean the wall across the windows. 4 arms is higher than the window, 4 arms below the window, 4 arms across the window. You have to make sure not to have the wall over there, you have to have that distance. So the more how would originally have a wall? What's going on over here? Right? Here, this is what we're talking about. No, we're not talking about there was already a wall. He just says, if you want to make a wall, make sure there's 4 arms in between. It says clearly there was already a kois over there. Here's that's what he said. There's a kois like another kois 4 arms away. And it fell. Don't make another wall. And it's 2 arms away. The walking between helps both walls. Rashi says, so that's what Rashi says. So Rashi says, if you had a wall and it fell and you're building another wall, make sure that the second wall will be also 4 amos away. The shala is, what's a chiddush? Right? What today's asked. Well, what are you trying to tell me? I used to have a wall 4 amos away, another wall. Of course, why do you say differently? So Ratei says, Pshat is, so he says, he says this is the question. He says, he says, I don't understand. So the Taiz really asks you a question. What is this? Why have to say it this way? It was 4 hours away, and now doing another 4 hours. Why have to say that? Okay, so he says. So some first want to explain in Rashi Pshat is that I would think because there was already a wall, so already the disha was done. I don't need so much to be walking. Because here's a problem. Many of the Shim had different Pshatim. There's several different Pshatim to explain this wall. Some want to say, for example, there's the Rimigash and there's the Rabbi Goin. They want to say there was a wall 4 hours away, and now you want to make another wall, but like this, to the other direction. So I would think maybe you can make it closer already because it's not the main wall. Chiddush is no, you still have to leave the distance. Right? So I want to say that you're talking about an L shape. So different ways that maybe there's a chiddush over here why the wall has to be in that way. Okay.
Maybe the chiddush is if you did the roll with the shus, the kaisel's number of shus.
Yeah, we're talking about that the first wall was already 4 amos away. It wasn't 4 amos away.
Look at war about that.
That's only because of Gino. Because of Chatzar, you could make it closer. You never do it closer. So depends if it's an old city or a new city. That if it's a new city, you have to make sure there's 4 amos distance. And if it's an old city, so if it's in the Chatzar, people walk around there a lot, so you don't have to have the tissue. Today, we learn the end of the next part of the Mishnah. Top, bottom, in front of 4 amos. Top, you don't want to have the wall going 4 amos high. You don't want to, look into the window of his friend. You should not stand on the wall and see into the window. Why can't I make a wall right in front of the wall of my friend? I don't want to make it dark in his room. That's only because it doesn't make it dark. You see, I don't care so much about the walking. All I care about is this has to be there. No make darkness. I don't care so much of having 4 amos to walk over it. So that's what we mentioned before. Maybe the Rishonim. Okay, let's the portion of shadow of Baba Minatzat. What is Baba Minatzat? That it's coming from the side. In other words, it's coming like we said before. One is going Mizrach Mar, one is going Tzaf and Dar. It's not coming right across from each other, and therefore there's no ha'apala. Therefore there's no disha. So according to Rashi, this is what they want to say right now. If it's not right across from each other, I don't have a problem of disha because the only little space that I have, right? You have a wall over here, and you have a wall right across. For this part, I don't care so much of that little space. I need disha. So the only problem is that because you should not make it dark in the other one's room. It says the Gemara. The Kamal, how much is really that space of Loyapil? The Ashon by Nidbel Shvei the Rav, Kemeloy Roichav Chaloin, the space of a window itself. So one of our Loy Meitzitz, if you have it so close, you'll be able to peek into the window of his friend. And we said you should not have a wall close by, you should be able to peek. We're talking about is Kotloy, you make that the window is on a slant. So it's very hard to look through the window. So in the
old shuls, the Ezra's not.
That's what here. Means 4 amos. If you have two walls in front of the window, so then I have to have 4 amos. If there's only one wall, in order to it not to make it dark, which is not 4 amos, only the size of the window. What the maschela is the gutter. So you have a gutter that comes down for the roof. You have to make sure that the kaisel will be far away from the maschela for amis. Why? Because I want to make sure that he has room for the water to spill out. And Rashi brings over here, as the ones that say in a moment, you want to have a space to put a ladder so you go up to fix the gutter. I don't care about the 4 amis. So I just a space to put a ladder. Which means is you have here the roof is going out of the wall. You have a wall over here and a wall over here, 4 amos away. Now the roof is going out, sticking out of the wall. So I have enough room to walk for the nafsha. But because the roofs are sticking out of the wall, I don't have so much room between the roofs. I have to make sure that between the roofs you have enough space to put a ladder to get to the gutter. Okay, we'll stop over here and we'll continue from here tomorrow.